It's now. It's what's happening.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
What's happening?
It's what's happening this week in Indy and surrounding areas.
Tell me more.
This is In the Community. In the Community.
Welcome to the In the Community podcast. I'm Wish TV's events manager, Allan Haw. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, there's a lot, but I got you covered with some of the best stuff from the Wish TV community calendar. So let's get into it and find out what's happening for the weekend of Friday, March 21st through Sunday, March 23rd, 2025. I'll tell you about an unforgettable evening celebrating film and fashion and more from the Wish TV community calendar. Let's make it a great weekend and find out what's going on in the community.
Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. When it comes to what kind of romance you're into, you don't have to choose just one. Fancy a dalliance with a duke, or maybe a steamy billionaire. You could find a book boyfriend in the city and another one tearing it up on the hockey field. And if nothing on this earth satisfies, you can always find love in another realm. Discover modern rom-coms from authors like Lily Chu and Ali Hazelwood, the latest romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros, plus Regency favorites like Bridgerton and Outlander. And of course, all the really steamy stuff. Your first great love story is free when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/Wondery. That's audible.com/Wondery.
Well, this week's featured event is an unforgettable evening celebrating the visionary work of Ruth E. Carter, the legendary costume designer. Let's find out more about that event happening at the Madam Walker Legacy Center.
All right, we are back with Shana Martin, who is the Director of Training and Professional Development at the Children's Museum of Indianapolis, and somebody who I think has the best names ever, Christian Strickland from the Madam Walker Legacy Center here. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Listen, I talked to you guys about this, how excited I am for this Ruth E. Carter exhibit that is coming, and these Afrofutures exhibit that's coming to the Children's Museum. Yes. And you're kicking all of this off at the Walker Legacy Center with a huge event. Let's talk about it.
Yes, so first of all, we're just, of course, really excited to have the Ruth Carter in our building.
What?
And we have to thank Shana for that, because she came to a Misty Copeland event and said, hey, you know what? I think we could do this here at the Walker. And so we're really excited to kick it off for the Children's Museum at the Walker. We're planning on having some local designers. We always try to infuse some type of local artist into any of the programs that we're having. So we'll have a conversation with Ruth, but we'll also be able to highlight some local artists as well.
I love that. Shana, let's talk about this, because this is a traveling exhibit if you've never been able to see it. What does it mean for the Children's Museum for it to come here to Indianapolis? I saw it in Detroit, and it is a phenomenal experience.
Yes, we are very excited to have the Ruth E. Carter Afrofuturism and Costume Design exhibit here. This is the first time it will have traveled to a children's museum. So excited to be able to share over 60 of her costumes from her personal collection with children, so that they can help imagine themselves as being costume designers and see art in maybe a different way that they're not thinking of. So very excited to have her and have all of her, the work that she's done.
And I mean, it's like Black Panther is there,
Yes,
the costumes,
yes.
Chadwick Boseman wore, and that, Angela Bassett wore. And,
yes.
And what I love about this, if you have to go, and it breaks down so many things, where she found inspiration from, how she came about creating these beautiful costumes, plus a lot of the legacy work that she's done too.
Absolutely. For me, we were talking about this earlier. I mean, from School Days to Do the Right Thing to Mo Better Blues, I mean, there's pretty much nothing that is iconic in Black movie culture that she hasn't been a part of. And I think that people really need to see that. I mean, it's amazing, as we're celebrating Women's History Month now, that we can celebrate someone of her stature.
And as you shared, I think just understanding the process that she goes through, that costume designing is so much more than just sewing pieces of fabric together. The amount of research that she does, both historical, contemporary, gets into the minds of the characters to really pull together these costumes is just phenomenal.
Absolutely is. And it's like a jumping point. You mentioned that children will be able to see the process of this entire thing. It's really like, oh, I love this movie. Now you have a deeper understanding, and you have a deeper level of knowledge that she had to bring, like that research aspect. And if you don't know, she has done so many films. Like she has
so many.
There is a video that plays as a part of this exhibit, and you have to sit and you have to watch it. When they run that thing at the end, all the credits that she has, it's mind blowing. And even to know that She started off in a program. She went to Hampton University. Shout out to my Hamptonians out there. They didn't have that program. She essentially really started this thing in herself and had her passion lead her to where she is.
Well, she actually started as an actress, was what she wanted to do, and when that didn't go so well, somebody suggested that she go into costume design, and that is how she got started. So basically, she was self-taught for many years, happened to meet Spike Lee, who encouraged her to work on a student thesis film so that she could understand the costume design process from a film perspective, and that is really what launched her career, and as they say, kind of the rest is history.
It's history.
And so we
Literally
get a chance
history.
to see those costumes on display from, like you said, Dolomite and Amistad and The Butler and Black Panther, which is what she's most
Selma
known
was-
for.
yeah.
Selma, all of those.
And now she's got 2 Oscars.
Yes.
So.
And the
yeah.
first black woman to have
That's
2
right.
Oscars, the first black costume designer to have an Oscar, and the first to win 2 for the same movie in the sequel. So for Black Panther and Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Well, I'm excited about this. This event is happening. You'll be able to be up close and personal with the legend that is Ruth E. Carter, get to ask me a question, and also get to collaborate and meet with local designers too. Christian, Shana, thank you so much for being here. We have the information of where you have to go to the event, and you've got to go to the exhibit on LifestyleLive.tv.
Well, don't miss this unforgettable evening celebrating Ruth E. Carter, the legendary costume designer behind Black Panther, Malcolm X, Coming to America, and more. With 2 Academy Awards and a career spanning over 40 years, Carter has transformed storytelling through fashion, bringing Afrofuturism and cultural authenticity to the big screen. This special event is a collaboration between the Madam Walker Legacy Center and the Children's Museum of Indianapolis, bringing together arts, culture, and history to honor Carter's extraordinary contributions to film and fashion. Celebrate the opening of the Children's Museum of Indianapolis' Ruth E. Carter Afrofuturism and Costume Design exhibit at An Evening with Ruth E. Carter, Saturday, March 22nd at the Madam Walker Legacy Center. There is no place to make terrific memories. And by the way, since you can't see it, that's some pretty clever wordplay right there that I want you to know about. They spelled the first part of terrific, P-T-E-R, like pterodactyl. Yeah, I can hear you rolling your eyes right now, but I just can't resist good wordplay. You'll play with adorable baby dinos, excavate fossils, and even train a raptor while being surrounded by behemoths like skyscraping Spinosaurus and the king himself, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Get your tickets for Jurassic Quest, March 21st through the 23rd at the Indiana State Fairgrounds before they go extinct. Jurassic Quest is the world's largest, most popular dino event with unique and exciting experiences for the whole family. Observe a herd of life-size dinosaurs, including Apatosaurus, Spinosaurus, and, of course, that incredible T-Rex. Well, don't forget the 2025 Circle City Donut Dash is coming up on Saturday. It's been voted one of the top 8 food runs in the United States by Culture Trip and seen in Runner's World magazine. It's a lot of fun, but the Donut Dash is not your typical 5K. Participants take on the challenge of consuming a dozen donut holes halfway before racing back to the finish line. But don't worry, there is a non-donut challenge as well. Make the 5K run walk as competitive or as fun as you like. Whichever one you choose, do not worry. There'll be plenty of donuts to enjoy after the race during the after party at Fowling Warehouse, not to mention beer games and a whole lot more. Now, this next one is for my granddaughter, Grace, but you're welcome to go too if you're a Paw Patrol fan. Get ready to potty like never before in a fantastic new Paw Patrol live adventure at the Murat Theater at Old National Center, March 22nd and 23rd. After Chase, Marshall, Sky, and the gang save Adventure City with their mighty pup powers, it's time for the pawsomest street party ever. But when supervillain scientist Victoria Vance feels left out of the festivities, she unleashes her latest invention to crash the party and steal the spotlight for herself. Can the mighty pups, armed with their supercharged powers, outsmart Victoria to ensure Adventure City's biggest bash goes off without a hitch? It'll take the power of positivity and mighty teamwork to foil her plans and keep the party pumping. With heroic action, catchy tunes, and bark loads of interactive fun, Paw Patrol's electrifying new adventure is sure to leave tails wagging and audiences cheering. We'll step right up for an evening of fun, food, and festivities at the Cedar Creek Spring Carnival. That's Saturday, March 22nd at Cedar Creek of Franklin. Enjoy classic carnival treats, exciting games, live entertainment, and special giveaways, all in a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Everybody's welcome, and admission is free. Come meet residents and staff and experience the joy of the Cedar Creek community. Spring into the season with the 5th annual Art in Bloom at Newfields from Thursday, March 20th through Sunday, March 23rd. Art and nature collide inside the Indianapolis Museum of Art at Newfields. This year's floral festivities feature 55 flower arrangements by top designers from near and far, each one inspired by a work on view in the IMA galleries. Green thumbs and flower fanatics will enjoy free daily demonstrations covering topics from arranging grocery store flowers to how to incorporate edible flowers into your spring. Backed by popular demand, the Art in Bloom Market in the Randolph H. Deere Special Events Pavilion will be your go-to spring shopping destination with local artists Earth and Fire, Sav J. Art, and Cassie Woodworth Art, as well as a plant shop hosted by Serendipity Plants. Sip on the gallery gardener's signature cocktail while you shop and explore. Make your own flower crown, then strike a pose at the 360 photo booth. Early bird gets the worm. Newfield's very own chef will be serving up a small menu of floral-inspired fare and specialty drinks from the food truck on your way inside the Ephraimiason Family Entrance Pavilion. Just like spring, Art in Bloom is fleeting and tickets will sell out. Get yours early. Flower crowns and cocktails are available for purchase. New memberships and renewals will be about 20% off during Art in Bloom when you purchase on site. Flowering Art in Bloom arrangements will be deconstructed and donated to random acts of flowers. The Indiana Pacers are bringing the energy of game night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse into your community. Meet players, party with Boomer, and the Pacemates. Spin the prize wheel, visit the balloon artist or face painter, and a whole lot more at Pacers Fest. It's coming up Sunday, March 23rd from 2 until 4 at Ascension St. Vincent in Fishers. Well, these are just a few of the events you'll find on the Wish TV community calendar. You can find more information about these events, and there's a whole lot more for you to check out as well. Plus, if you have an event you'd like to share, just click on the link in the show notes. That'll take you right to the Wish TV community calendar, where you can let everyone know about your event. I hope you'll follow this podcast so you keep up on everything going on, and maybe tell a friend about it if you find it helpful. I'm Wish TV's events manager, Allan Haw, and I'll be back again next week to help you plan a great weekend in the community on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
From Wish TV, this is In the Community. Discover more and learn more about what's happening in Indy and surrounding areas at wishtv.com. And when you follow Wish TV on Facebook, check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.